The Red Sox and Dodgers get together for a 3-game series this weekend at Chavez Ravine. I'll give you a preview and let you know whether these two teams might meet again in October. So you know I'm not a big proponent of interleague play if you've watched this show for any length of time. But every now and then during the season there are some series that actually become pretty interesting depending on what divisions are playing each other. And we've got one of those this weekend as first place Red Sox go out to face the first place Dodgers at Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles, and it should be a very entertaining 3-game series. The pitching matchups on Friday, you're going to have John Lackey for the Red Sox against Ricky Nolasco. Saturday, it'll be John Lester against, and forgive me Dodger fans this pronunciation because I'm not really sure, I believe it's Hyun-Jin Ryu. And then on Sunday, it will be Jake Peavy taking on Chris Capuano. And as you look at the pitching matchups, the Red Sox already have an advantage going into this series because they will not have to face either Zach Greinke or Clayton Kershaw. And I saw Kershaw pitch in Philadelphia in his last start Saturday, August 17th. And let me tell you, that guy is one impressive pitcher. There's a big reason why he leads the league in earned run average. He is tough. So the fact the Red Sox won't have to face him or Greinke is a big break going into the series. Now, in Red Sox land lately, there's been some panic about this team because they've kind of fallen into a virtual tie for first place with the Tampa Bay Rays, and people have been worrying about them. But the bottom line is the Red Sox have a good road record at 35-31, and they've been steady all season. They've managed to find ways to win series, and they hit a little speed bump in early to mid-August, losing those series to the Royals, the Blue Jays, and the Yankees. But they rebounded with a good effort against the Giants, winning 2 out of 3. So I think the Red Sox going into this series, they feel good about themselves, and the pitching matchups kind of are in their favor. So I'd expect them to have a good series. They may not win 2 games. They may only win 1. But if they go in and win 1 game, then they could finish the trip 3-3 and go back to Fenway with 18 of their last 30 at home to finish the schedule. That's a decided advantage for the Red Sox, who are a good home team. As for the Dodgers, we don't see them often, but they're a good ball club. You know, they do have Adrian Gonzalez, who's back to having a solid year for them. They have Andre Ethier. Of course, they have Yasiel Puig, the phenom rookie, who's everything that he's been advertised as. I also saw him in person in that game in Philly over last weekend, and he was outstanding. Kyle Crawford, he's hitting at the top of the lineup right now, and let's face it, he's not anything special. I mean, at the time I saw him, I think he was hitting in the 270s with 5 homers and 19 RBIs. I mean, what has happened to this guy? Since he came to Boston, I know he had injury problems. I know he had some injury problems early on in the spring this year with the Dodgers, but he hasn't done much. But that Dodger lineup is a good one, and they have really taken off under Don Mattingly after a very rough start. I think there's something like 43-9 in their last 52 games. So it's going to be a tough chore for the Red Sox, but I think it's going to be a well-played series. I don't think either team will sweep it. It should be very entertaining. And as to whether these two teams might meet again in the postseason in the World Series, that remains to be seen. I think the Dodgers have a very good chance to be in the World Series. The Red Sox have a chance, but I don't think it's as good as the Dodgers. You have the Tigers in the American League that I think are the favorite right now. The only problem with the Tigers, as we know, is their closing situation. If they can get that stabilized with Jose Veras and some other people, they're going to be very tough, even for the Red Sox. But I think the Red Sox can play with the Dodgers, and we're going to find out this weekend in a very, very entertaining 3-game series. So my take is one of these two teams will win 2 out of 3. I'm not sure which. But for you guys out there, what are your thoughts on Red Sox-Dodgers this weekend? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red. And don't forget to check out my blog at BoSoxInjection.com.